Welcome back to the Queensland State Netball Centre for the HART Sapphire Series final preliminary round for 2019. It's an incredible match between the Bull Sharks from the Gold Coast and the Wildcats from Logan. They are, of course, sponsored by QUT Wildcats and the Bond University Sharks. It's a clash of third versus fourth. It should be the game of the day. We've done two already. This should be the best game. My name's Dave Mills. I'm joined in commentary by, well, Wildcats assistant coach, Maxine Holzberger. Of course, you've also coached the Queensland Reserves men's team. Netball extraordinaire. Maxie, what do you think of this match coming up?
Well, this will be the game of the round, that's for sure. So we've got QUT Wildcats and Bond University on equal points at the moment. Though tonight is something to prove for both teams. One, to hold their position, but two, just if they have to face off to each other next week, they wanted to go in there with an advantage. So
the situation is Wildcats are currently sitting in third. If they win, if they get 3 points, they'll jump. Oh, actually, they only need one skin because that'll probably win on percentage. They'll move into 175 points. Same as Ipswich Jets, who just played and beat the USC Thunder. If they don't get a skin, then we'll be the same two teams will be playing next week. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. So we'll be looking at the lineup shortly. And first up is the Bond University Sharks. The goal shooter is probably the key to their team is Siggy Berger. Leah Pooh is the goal attack. Jay Gaffer is the wing attack. Kristen Oxenford, the centre. Peter Coles at wing defence. Jeanette Stridham and Shanae Grant make up the defensive end. On the bench, you've got Abby Houston, Riley Burns, Olivia Jastraka, and Cheryl Burns is the coach.
Okay, our QUT Wildcats team are Alicia Tahara, and we've got Stephanie Bairstow, sorry, I wasn't sure about that, Bairstow. As goal attack, wing attack is Lisa Maimai, centre is Keisha Grant, wing defence Halida Vivay, goal defence Danielle Taylor, and goalkeeper Lenora Misa. Our subs are Annie Laurie from the Ruby team, Eldora Tuhala, and Rochelle Fanana. Our coach extraordinaire for Wildcats is Paula Stewart.
Paula Stewart's done a great job with this team, Max. Wildcats are a real force to be reckoned with this year. Previous years, Wildcats sort of finished anywhere between 3rd and 6th.
Oh yes, big turnaround. The whole new HART Sapphire series has brought on a whole new outlook, all new vibe, all new culture. Well, Wildcats are really going places. That's
a positive for the competition and, of course, the Wildcats. So the umpires for this match are Jess Lakeman, Kim Foreman, and Jake Shepherd is the third umpire sitting in the chair there. So the Wildcats will be going from left to right on your screen. Sharks obviously right to left. They're in the blue with grey top, and the Wildcats are in the blue with the sort of red upper half of the uniform. They've won the toss. Kristen Oxenford to get us underway. And this vital clash in how the final series will make out next week.
Yeah, this is going to be a really tough game. Even though Halida Veve didn't make it look that tough, she just came through there and scooped that ball out of nowhere. So that was awesome defence, but that's her trademark. That's what she does.
So Bairstow with the first. Wildcats away early.
And Sharks did a good job there of blocking that front line, not being able to come through. Sharks have picked it up already.
Now, of course, you're pro Wildcats, Maxie, but what's your prediction for this one?
I'd like to be confident in saying that QUT Wildcats would win, but really, at this level, I just love great netball. And obviously, you know, being a Wildcats person, I'd like to see Wildcats win. As long as it's good netball, lots of contests, I'm happy.
Well, you told us absolutely nothing there, Max.
So, I know.
So the
being neutral.
Netball is the winner today from Maxine Holzberger.
It is.
I'm going to go on a limb and say Sharks by 12.
Oh.
I used to be the
Jags
coach.
10 on that?
Gamble responsibly, people from home. I used to be the Jags coach back in the day, so my heart sort of goes out to the Sharks. And good luck to them, and I hope they win by 10. So.
Well, right now, I've got a commentator's hat on, so I'm being a good girl. But that was a lovely feed into the goal shooter for the QUT Wildcats, Alicia Tahara. Nice strong hold there, great hands.
She's great height and great elevation, doesn't she?
She does. So she's hard to defend.
She'd be the key to the Wildcats winning, yeah?
I don't know. I think they've got strength in each third, to be honest. As a connection, they're a beautiful team. Their transition is awesome. Their speed in the mid-court is phenomenal. Their defensive end is very, very tight. They pick off so much ball, and their shooters are fabulous. So one of their shooters isn't on court today. So that's Riley Batcheldor. She was injured in a Vicky Wilson game earlier in the weekend. She's a phenomenal shooter. But again, you know, the depth here is amazing. So Sharks have ended up with the ball again, and they're playing very strong onto the ball, good strong passing.
So Sharks in possession, struggling to get in the circle at present, forced to go wide.
Great stretch there by Danielle Taylor.
And forces the ball out, so Wildcats get a chance to go one up again. 2-2 early stages. Oh.
Like I said, it'll be tough. Both teams are smart.
Strider nearly had that.
It's about taking that ball and releasing on that first vision. So again, Cats there was two opportunities there where there was an option, and just that split second, you have somebody shut that down. That's what it's all about at this level. You just can't take anything for granted. So they chose patience in this occasion. And they scored, so that worked.
So the Wildcats get a chance to go 2 up. And they go through Alicia. She can't make it.
Not enough push on that.
Just hung around, didn't it?
And got a loose ball. Peter Coles has ended up with it from the Bull Sharks.
Sharks with it, look in. Oh, too much for Berger. She can't get that. Not happy about that. So another chance for the Wildcats, Max.
Well, what I'd like to point out there is, as a coach, we try to always make sure that we get our players as close to the circle feed. So the goal attack then just had the ball and like pushed it in. Sure, on occasion, if somebody's home alone, well, fair enough. But she wasn't. So, and then the pass wasn't perfect, so lost it. So now Cats get another opportunity.
Right. Cats with the ball. Nice rotation in the circle. Go to their obvious option.
Yep, and it was an easy option too. No adjustment in the circle there by the Sharks.
Makes no mistake. 4-2 early stages, Maxie.
Only early though. Only early. So you can see every single player is covered. There's the presence pressure that the Wildcats are putting on in this quarter, in this section, is every single player is covered, and this is how they get their ball. It shuts down the options. It's what the coaches refer to as deny. Deny space, deny the drive. And then that's how you pick off the loose ball from the bad pass. So and now again, Sharks are attempting, they're doing more of a press, the Sharks are. They're not doing the one-on-one shutdown. They're doing more an area defence. And the Wildcats outsmarted it.
So Tihari's another.
Yes.
Nice intercept there. Transition is good. Patience being applied by the Wildcats. Yep. Margin of 3.
So now we have Lisa Mai setting up the circle, one feed, and then she repositions herself to be an option. Wasn't required.
Yeah. 6-2 early stages, first quarter. We've only played 5. The Bull Sharks haven't quite settled. Their connections are slow at the present and not taking the obvious options.
So they've got a nice tall shooter, but they're finding it hard to get the ball to her. Except for them.
So Berger's got it now.
And it's in.
She works very hard in there. She's not as tall as some of the shooters, but she holds the space well. Oxenford with the intercept gets it. Not sure what the call was, maybe footwork. You have to keep me up to date with these rolling subs, Max. I struggle a bit with that.
That's fine.
Change so regularly. You can't do that, Nepal.
Sometimes I don't even notice, and I go, "Hey, hang on, isn't she out of it?" Oh, no, she's got the right patch on.
So 2 in a row to the Sharks. Berger with both of them. So
right.
After the Wildcats did 5 straight, Bull Sharks responding.
Yep.
They want to finish in that top 2.
And once again, that defensive pressure that the Wildcats are putting against the Bull Sharks attack end, they're turning over ball. They're losing the ball with, you know, taking risky passes.
So Wildcats with it.
And beautiful, that speed. They've just got so much confidence in each other. That's part of building a team.
Comes from the top, I imagine.
That's right.
Confidence from the coach, rubs off on the
Absolutely.
players,
Yep.
faith in each other.
And it's their training, the training that they put in there to get that confidence to be able to know who can do what, who can take the big strong ball, who takes the short sharp. And it's up to
misses, gets her on board, misses again.
Yep.
Third time's a charm, they say.
Now we got Stephanie finishing it off. Well done.
Does it. Well done, says Max.
Yep.
8-4.
Nice and easy. All right. So Sharks again being closed up there by that little wall by the Wildcats.
3 across the top.
Yep.
So you go around that, do you, Max?
Yes, or reset it. One pull out of it, reset, and then go deep. One short, one bar. It's about the brain game, I keep saying. It's one of my terms. You can have the best skills in the world, but if you don't use your brains, you're not much use to your team.
Wise words from the super coach.
Another beautiful shot there by Stephanie Bairstow.
Bairstow's hit, she's 3 from 3, 6 from 9 for Tahara. But I think she's got most of the rebounds, so basically shooting at 100.
So Bonda playing really patient here, getting it through their mid-court, up into the shooting circle. Oh, great tips there.
Excellent work there by the keeper, Grant. Sorry, Missa, my apologies.
Yes, Nora Missa.
Berger probably should have got that. Good pass in there.
And another beautiful feed by Lisa Moimoi.
Step? No,
Oops.
no goal. Was a step.
That's a shame. That's a, what do we call that? A coach killer.
Coach
Super
killer.
audience says. That's a coach killer.
Another feed into Berger. She's under pressure every time she gets
That's
the ball.
right.
They don't mind throwing to a double team, do they?
No.
They probably need the GA to do a bit more work around there to get one off her.
But again, you know, that's showing their confidence in getting the ball to her, and it's up to Wildcats to show that don't do it anymore because we'll get it. And we've got a contact call, so we've got a penalty pass or shot for Bairstow, and another goal.
Bairstow, very impressive early stages. She's hit her 4 straight. And she makes up with 6 from Tahara, 10 to the Wildcats. Margin is 4. It's been this for a while. Both teams now in their groove.
And we've just
had a rolling substitute.
That's right, from Bond. So somebody's come in at goal defence.
Looks like Stridham's gone off. I just can't read the shirt.
No,
at this stage.
not just yet either.
Is there a Houston?
Yes, Abby Houston.
Is on. There we go. The writing is so small on those shirts. Get bigger writing.
We need binoculars.
You can read the heart very well, but not the names on the back. Cole's
Yes.
with it now.
Nice patience coming through there by Bond. You know, not taking risks now.
Except for that pass.
Well, that was a really good challenge by the goal defence, Danielle Taylor. She didn't back out. And I find sometimes too, the defender, whether not necessarily because of the bib, but they're defending the play, but they think, oh, I'm not going to get it, so they pull out too early, follow through, go with 2 hands, and you've got a much higher possibility of getting that ball. And now we've got an out of court. No, we've got
Contact on the edge.
contact.
So penalty pass to the Berger again. It's an unusual way. She sets herself up what you call incorrectly, but then rolls around into where she wants it. So
That's right.
whatever works, I guess, Maxie.
Yes, that's right. And it's getting the team to understand what she does, because at the end of the day, she's the one who's got to sink the ball. So they've obviously manipulated. Oh,
had another change.
Fantastic play.
Looks like Stridham's come on wing defence for Coles, so that was a very brief rest she had.
And that was easy.
Tahara under the hoop. It's a shame because the Sharks were getting that back. Had a chance to tie it up on the centre.
Nice and strong off the centre pass there. We've got a contact call by the looks of it. At least mine must get a little nudge or something. And, oh.
Slightly over the back there.
Yeah. The feed looks good. Maybe just the receive just jumped a bit too early. Stephanie,
Nearly get it back. Sharks hang on to it somehow. Houston did brilliantly. But then, as I said that, throws it away. Oxington couldn't pull that in.
And without a lot of pressure on it too. So that's something that as a player you go, oops, got to recover, got to make sure that doesn't happen again.
That time Stryden gets a hand in it. And they're away again, the Sharks.
Excellent tip there by Keisha. Forgot your surname. Grant. Keisha Grant tipped that ball away and stayed safe, didn't go outside and pop over the top.
Great setup by Berger. Easy as it goes. Sharks back to 2. Wildcats only need to win this and they finish second on the ladder. So it doesn't matter what they do for the next 3 quarters if they can win this one. They'll be getting 2 bites at the cherry come finals time next week, Maxie.
That's right, but Bull Sharks won't be backing off either. They've got, again, it's to have that psychological advantage. So if they do have to meet each other again. So we had somebody step on somebody and Nora Lisa ended up on the floor.
Margins won. Sharks coming back hard.
Definitely.
They led us by as much as 4, the Wildcats. We've got 1:20 to play.
And they need patience. Patience. Great. Good refeed there. And another goal. That's lovely.
Lovely for a Wildcat. Tell you what, Oxington is going very close to that circle. Wouldn't surprise me if she gets called for an incorrect centre pass. She's right on the edge of the circle. There we go. Probably her limit.
Don't really know the call there. I missed that. I glanced away.
It was the right call. That's all we need to worry
about.
Okay. The right call. So Wildcats, 38 seconds. They can't hang on to it.
No, they've got to turn this ball to win this quarter. If not, the pressure's on.
So if the Sharks score here, it's their centre next.
They need to keep them away.
Oxford's been very patient.
Again, everybody's doing a job out there in defensive land for the Wildcats, and the ball's in.
Big shot for Berger. And makes no mistake, they've got 14 seconds. They're 12-12.
Who's centre pass?
Wildcats. Oh, they pulled time.
Bond centre pass.
Yep, the Sharks have got it.
10 seconds. Anyone can score a goal in 10 seconds.
They're going to look in.
It's going to be a big one. Shut it down.
Berger.
Oh,
she gets it. She takes the opportunity for Wildcats to seal second place. They'll have to wait for another quarter. So we come to the end of the first, 13-12. A great run there. They scored 5 of the last 6, the Sharks, to finish that quarter 13-12 when it looked like the Wildcats were going to wrap up second place on the ladder by winning that quarter. Maxine, thoughts on the first quarter?
Yep, I told you it'd be tight, and it doesn't matter where they are on the ladder. They're going to go hard for anything, and be interesting. It'd love to be a fly on the wall now in the Wildcats camp to just see what the Paula says to her team to get them to regroup.
Well, all will be revealed when we come back after this very short break.
No worries.
Welcome back to the State Netball Centre for this final game in the HART Sapphire Netball Series. It's featuring the Bull Sharks from the Gold Coast versus the Wildcats from Logan, and they're taking on this incredible match. This is the very last game of the prelims before finals. My name's Dave Mills. I'm joined in commentary by Maxine Holzberger. Maxine, 13-12 first quarter to the Bull Sharks, Bond Uni Bull Sharks.
Yes.
Your thoughts on the first quarter?
Yeah, I think QUT Wildcats won't be impressed by that. So they'll be coming strong. They've made one change. They've taken their goal attack, Stephanie Bairstow, off, and they've brought in Annie Laurie that was on the bench. So that's their change.
So Bairstow shot 5 out of 5, so surprising for us that change to be made. Alicia Tihara hit 7 out of 10. For the Bull Sharks, Berger perfect, 11 from 11, and Riley Burns 2 from 3. So it's all pretty exciting. So we a goal there to Laurie, who just came on.
And now we're back to a draw. So it looks like Bull Sharks have made a change. Oh no, they've come about the same. It's just trying to see who's where, and so far goal for goal.
So
Oh yes, they're taking advantage of the height. Just popping that up there and outsmarting those defenders. But now we just got to finish off with it. Nice smart ball movement there by Annie Laurie.
passes that one.
Yeah, which is unusual. Annie's one of those shooters that can shoot from anywhere.
So first quarter, Maxi, 88% versus 75% for the turnovers gained and then converted. That's pretty impressive, both statistics. 88% to the Bull Sharks and 75% to the Wildcats.
Yes, I knew, as I said, it's going to be tight. Both teams have got something to prove today.
So second quarter, early stages, 2 minutes gone, 2-2. They are repeating the Wildcats need to win just one quarter, one skin, whatever you want to call it, one to get 2 bonus points. And that will mean they finish in second place on the ladder. So
they're being patient, trying to work the ball around here to get that in. The Bond girls are really playing tight, not giving them any options. So Wildcats have to think and open up their options. Nice rebound there by Alicia Tahara, and she finishes off to bring it back to even.
So the opportunity for the Wildcats missed in the first. They led by 2 for most of it, 4 at some stages, and they just couldn't seal the deal at the end of the quarter.
Yeah, now they've got pressure on themselves, so
it would have been good to have that out of the way early, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So
would have been a relief for everybody, but now, and it's good. It's good practice. It makes you take it right to the end. You've got to fight for every pass, every quarter, the whole game, not just part of it. So little tip there, and Bond have come away with the ball again, and now Cats intercepted their pass. And, beautiful vision there by Lisa Maimai.
Under the hoop.
Yep.
Tahara makes no mistake.
That's the time when you can feed not near the circle.
The Wildcats 4-3 this quarter.
And yep, they've got them all the Bond girls covered, and they've picked off the ball again.
A long ball in, probably not the best option.
Once again, take it to the circle. If everyone's covered, get as close to the circle as you can, because it's so much harder to defend that pass. Oops! Oh no!
Loose ball. It goes out. Miscommunication there between the 2 shooters. That's Laurie and Tahara. Pass was not read at all.
No, well, Annie Laurie has come up from the Ruby team, so she hasn't had much training with the Alicia Tahara, so that's just a shame in that situation. Now they've got to win that ball back again.
And they do.
Yep. It was a good save there by the Bond. Can't see who did get it. Goal attack she was. Goal attack for Bond University. So that's Leah Pugh. Is that right?
Burns, isn't it? Oh, sorry. Yeah, Burns.
Burns it is it?
Yep.
Oh, right. Yes, that's right. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, it might be Pugh. I'm not sure. I can't read from here.
And, yep, got to open that space up there, and that's what the Cats have done. And that's my example of and his shooting. Now she's found a rhythm. She might be fine to settle in and not miss some of those sneaky passes of Alicia's.
Well, the Wildcats by 3 this quarter.
They're going to challenge for everything. They're not going to back off, that's for sure. Nice pass in there, nice feed to the shooter, placing the ball just out of reach of the defender's hands. It's that ball placement is really important. Okay.
They're working hard here.
Yep. We've got
Strider nearly pulled that in.
And turn and shoot.
And she does. That was Laurie.
So at the moment, I've noticed the goal attack is not shooting. They're always looking for their goal shooter, the Bond Sharks team.
She's doing a good job clearing the circle, though, making it easier for Berger.
True, though in that play, the goal attack was right there, and then they waited for it. So after a while, the opposition picks up that, and then they'll start double teaming or setting up plays that will shut that feed down.
And
Cats have just got that
Tahara again.
little edge, but it's keeping that edge. They'll get there and then they'll come back again. Great defense. Got a 3 seconds call.
Hell ball against the Bond Sharks.
Yep. Just going to stretch my legs and stand up. And nice feed by Keisha Grant. Again, away from the hands, the side that the defender's on. They've got no hope of getting the ball that way.
Tahara gets her 6th of the quarter. She's 6 from 7. And a
got a
timeout
timeout
called by the Bond Sharks. The Bond Uni Sharks, that is, versus the QUT Wildcats. I don't want to get the 2 unis mixed up. So Wildcats by 3. They've won this quarter. They're up by 4. Is this a quarter that gets them second place on the ladder, Maxine?
Honestly, I think it's too early to say. But the way they're playing, and if they stay focused, they'll be fine to take this quarter. But as we know, that came around in the last couple of minutes, that first quarter. So anything can happen. So we've got Buller Stewart giving good, strong instruction here, giving them directions to let them know how to lose their players. And I'm pretty good at lip reading, but she keeps turning away. So I think they're doing a good job.
How good are the Rubies team going? And that Maxine Holberg is coaching them. They're going really
I'm only the assistant.
That's what I can read. So
only the assistant.
Would you make any changes, Max?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't make any changes to the QUT Wildcats lineup at the moment. I think young Annie just needs to get her, first minute nerves out of the way, and she'll settle in now. And I think Bond just need to adjust to that slight change, and again, it'll be a nice tight quarter.
So
low scoring quarter.
Yeah, we're only halfway through, so 9-5 at present. Wildcats with it, chance to go to double figures in this quarter here. If they could get a margin of 5, it'd be hard to pull back with only 8-12 to play. This is a big shot, this for Laurie. And
that was a great feed by Lisa, in my mind.
She makes no mistake.
Yep. A good setup.
And
now,
all
again,
of a sudden, the pressure's on the Sharks.
Yep. It's about stopping their goals. Okay.
Is that a hell ball as well?
Must have been. Yes.
3 second call. Great defence showed by the Wildcats.
Their transition through the court, their QUT Wildcats, is quite phenomenal.
That was play of the game for me thus far. That transition there was excellent. The way they got it to Laurie.
They have good space. There's no crowding. They know exactly where each other's going to be. They're ready for it.
Right.
Now we have Patience coming into the game.
Coles has come back on at wing defence for the Bond side.
And dropped a bit short. And I think it must have come off a Wildcat.
Strider's gone to GD.
again. Yeah. And so we've got Wildcats pushing Bond wide. So, and then our wing attack from Bond came right through the middle, but nobody saw it. Nobody saw that drive opening up the court.
And lovely finish there to Berger. I see what you're saying about Burns. She's not doing a lot of the shooting, but working more as a second wing attack.
Yes.
The option was on. They didn't take it.
Yep. There she comes through the middle.
Oxenford, that's where she needs, and she did it well there.
Yes.
Burns drew the defence beautifully, opened it up for Berger.
That's right, and it draws that other defender away rather than them staying one on.
And after a 4-goal run to the Wildcats, well, actually they got 5 out of 6. 2 now back to the Bull Sharks. Margin is 3. The quarter time score is 11-7.
That was a very lucky situation there. The goal defence from Bond read that play beautifully, but Lisa Maimo just got that strength of the ball and kept possession.
Annie Laurie looking like she's been in this team all year, Max.
Well, the two teams train a lot together, but honestly, Annie Laurie's quite a gifted player, so I think she will do well, and it's great exposure for these young girls to come up and play in the Sapphire Series.
They forced another turnover. This time it's the Bull Sharks turn it over. Berger couldn't pull that in. And Maimai with it now. So the long ball, probably too long. Annie Laurie couldn't pull that one in. So a chance for the Bond Uni Bull Sharks to get one back. Remembering it's 12-7 this quarter is the quarter time score to the Wildcats. If they win the quarter, just this one, they secure second place on the ladder. And with 4:54 to go, Maxie, looking pretty good.
It's looking more confident. The crowd's even telling them that, showing their support.
It's been some big crowds here today. We've had the Vicky Wilson Cup on all day, which is the school's competition, and that's a lot of people still hang over from that, and they've come to watch the elite netball.
To see where the netball leads the girls into the next stage.
So Sharks with them the transition. Excellent play. Berger couldn't pull it in. Burns might have to take a shot here.
That was great defence by Lenora Misa. She got that ball away, but unfortunately got drawn into giving away an obstruction.
So Burns gets her first. They're shooting perfectly, the Bond Uni Bull Sharks. They're 8 from 8. Just need more shots at the moment.
And Wildcats put another nail in the coffin there for this quarter. For the quarter.
You've written them off, Maxie.
Well, 13-8.
13-8, yeah.
Yeah, 3 minutes, that's going to be
Well, they couldn't
hard.
finish the quarter last time, so...
Yes, that's right. It can be done.
Probably
We've seen it done, but...
Only one more goal will probably do it. Oxen wants the floor wiped.
So, time's being called. Got to make sure the safety of the players is paramount.
Of course, Oxford has played for the Firebirds in the past, Max.
Yes. I'm not good with names and who does what. You're better at that than I am.
Well, you'll have to trust me on that one.
Okay.
She replaced the injured player at the start of last season for a game or two.
I do remember that.
Excellent. Another goal there to Berger. Bond Uni Bull Sharks get the margin of 4.
That's for sure.
That's for the quarter.
What the QUT Wildcats need to do now is take no risks. Just keep the possession, take no risks. And we've got a little nudge there, so now we should get a penalty pass or shot.
Laurie does the right thing, passes off. And this could be the sealer for the quarter. 3 to play, they're up by 5 for the quarter, Maxie. This could be the quarter that gets them into the 1v2 game next weekend.
Yep. And they want this.
They'll take on the Cougars, of course. The undefeated Cougars. That should be a cracker match.
And then at least, both teams get a second chance. That's what the Cats are fighting for, that second chance. Oh, great contest there by Bet.
Stridham had it.
Yes.
She's been rewarded with the possession call.
And that was great hands by Annie Laurie for not letting go either. Have that strength to hang on, but the umpire was all over it. She knew who should have had it.
Loose pass.
And got that lob. That lob is so hard to beat. They need to get more pressure on that feed.
Berger gets a margin for the quarterback to
Which
3.
they're doing, but
It's the Bull Sharks centre pass again.
so they need that ball coming on.
So Oxenford got away with one there. Foot was definitely straddling the line in the centre circle.
I've noticed actually a few of the centre passes have been like that from both teams.
Yeah.
They don't seem to be pulling it up.
Again, the lob to Berger. She can't pull this one in. Has to go out of the circle.
Yep, and now they've got a keeper out so that she can't get in easily. There we go.
Forced backwards. And a great pass there.
And in.
It's been a positional change for the Bonds University Sharks. Looks like Burns gone to wing attack, and I think it is Pugh's gone to GA.
Leah Pugh.
So the margin for the quarter is 2. Bond need this one. Sorry, the Wildcats need it to win, and they do. That'll probably be all she wrote for the quarter, Max. 15-12. 3 goals in a minute. That's tough.
That is tough. So they can't drop their game now. What QUT Wildcats have to really keep Bond out. So the goal shooter is doing a lot of work, and she's got it so easy. They really know how to feed her, just as Cats know how to feed.
She uses her body well, gets positioning well.
That's right, that big shooter. And, great.
Dried him.
Yes, great defense there to get a hand to that. That was awesome.
We've got time, 37 seconds. They need to score twice, the Sharks. I think the Wildcats will be playing the 1-2 final. That'll be confirmed in 37 seconds.
Nice rebound and done. So, yes.
So just like that.
Well, that was good defense. She had to look around at all the options there. Oxenford to get that centre pass away. Watch the lob. And same.
So Berger gets another on. That'll probably be all she wrote for the quarter. Mind you, Wildcats are running back.
And
so a 16-14 quarter that to the Wildcats, Maxine, means they finished.
Gives them their final. And you can tell the coach, Paula Stewart, just clapped her hands, gave a high five to the bench. So they're relieved now. They had to win the quarter to secure their spot.
Leaves a margin, half-time margin of 28-27. It's clearly the most exciting game we've had for the day. What will happen in the second half? Will there be changes? Will the Wildcats push on now? Or will we reveal when we come back after the short break? It's a week before grand final, or final series time at the State Netball Centre for the HART Sapphire Netball Series. My name's Dave Mills. I'm joined in commentary by Maxine Holzberger. Maxine, we're watching the Bond University Bull Sharks versus the Wildcats from Logan. The QUT Wildcats. It's been a great match, 28-27. The Wildcats just secured second place on the ladder with that win in that last quarter. Your thoughts on the first half of netball, Maxine?
Obviously, QUT Wildcats will be happy, though the score's way too close for either team to be comfortable. I find it interesting to look at the conversions.
Centre pass conversion, 74-71.
Turnovers, close.
Yeah.
Turnover conversion, well, there you go. Cats have converted 86% to Bond 71, but the score doesn't represent that really.
But the shooting percentage is a glaring one there. Berger, brilliant. She has hit 24 from 24, hence the 96% there. And the goal attack just 3 out of 4 in the first half of netball. So
looking at those percentages, it makes you see that Bond is shooting better, but they're just getting less option.
Yes, and the missed shots tend to get rebounded by, like Tahara being the tallest person on the court, I think probably the tallest person in the league, seems to be able to get the rebounds easier than the defensive end for the Bulls.
Very.
They just can't seem to get it in at the moment. So if she misses, she invariably gets a second chance or a third chance even. We saw it a couple of times there. So, but would you make any changes or as programmed or?
No, I wouldn't actually.
Wouldn't they make any changes?
No, if I was coaching, no, I wouldn't make
Leave
the
Laurie
changes.
on. Don't put Burstow back. Laurie's done well.
At the moment, I think that she's holding her own. So, but again, if you looked at the stats, her stats were 5 out of 5. So,
indeed.
I think it's more just maybe the option out front.
Of course.
Only the coach really knows.
Only the coach knows, that is true. Of course, we're doing all the games. Next weekend, we're doing this. There'll be 2 semi-finals on. We're doing both of them. We'll be going live to the Facebook page. You can, of course, give us a message, send us a comment, ask us a question just by commenting in the comment section on the Facebook below the feed. As are many people, past and present, we've got some former players watching. Angela Clare, Caitlin Pollock, she was with the Cougars, Karen Pope, Michael Hutchison from Victoria, he's connected with the men's a lot. So, so we've got a lot of people watching, so don't be afraid to drop us a line. So second half, Maxie, it's still tight.
Too tight.
I said Sharks by 12.
Oh.
You still sit on the fence? Netball's still the winner?
Netball's the winner, but I do think QUT Wildcats can deliver.
Yes. Well, I'm not sure what to make of that. So, Wildcats with the ball. They get us underway in the second half. So, 30 minutes left in the season, and then we go to finals, Maxie.
And it looks like Paula's brought Stephanie Burstow on again. So, again,
mixing it up.
That's right. So, every time the defenders feel like they've got something covered, there's another option to be offered. So, that's smart coaching.
But the only constant is Alicia Tahara. She's not moving.
Exactly.
So a bit like the other end where Berger, who's shooting
right.
brilliantly at 24 out of 24.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's a bit, when I coach juniors, I always try to tell the shooter, you're the lighthouse and we're all trying to get you and you're leading us. So if you run around like a goose, so do we.
We hit the rocks.
That's right.
If the lighthouse moves, we hit the rocks.
But if the shooter's stable and strong and knows exactly what they want, we'll be able to get it to you.
Yeah, the ship sinks if the lighthouse moves.
Both teams have a strong lighthouse, a strong goal shooter. So
wise words from the super coach. So I am a lighthouse.
Yes, that's for juniors. It helps them relate to what we're trying to get, what message we're trying to get across to them. I often find sometimes coaches use words that the players don't really know what they mean. So we can say hold.
Like
hold could mean lots of things.
And trust the process.
Trust it, yes.
We do like a cliche when we coach, don't we?
Or finish it off.
Second phase.
It off.
I don't think anyone knows what second phase is. Is that the type of power?
It actually means the second pass.
I actually did know that, Max.
Yes, I know you did, but it's so the people out there know what we're talking about.
Yes, I must admit, coaches tend to, you can always tell a bad coach by one who uses a lot of cliches and a lot of words and have very little meaning.
Yes.
So, players down.
And good coach, good umpiring there for not being drawn away and pulling up something that was of no relevance to the play.
Well, Berger hit the floor quite hard. Looks like they're getting the towel out for her. She's limping a little bit, grabbing that right knee.
Yep, might have
Hope
a good bruise there.
And here comes the towel boy. So, struggling to get down a bit there. So, floor's all dry now.
When you're right there, it's really hard to actually see it.
Indeed.
The floor is a really good sprung floor.
Indeed.
You don't know it's there until you actually go ice skating on it.
And Berger is
Yep.
holding that knee. Hope it's nothing serious. Stridham gets her hands into that one.
That was a risky pass there by Keisha Grant. Probably didn't have a footing, so flicked off too quickly. And now, with only one goal in it, those passes mean a lot. And really, it's just a game of their own errors.
So
both teams.
Another turnover there. This time Mai picks it up, gets the crumbs, connects well now. Are they with it? Back to Mai. It's not Mai, sorry, it's Grant. My apologies.
Yes. And nice swing. Defenders swung. See, now they're back to double teaming Tahara because they know that's what we're looking for.
Burstow pops out.
And she's in.
And gets a goal. Yet to miss a shot, I believe. Our stats haven't updated. So, best. Nice work there. Great pull in there by Berger. And she casts for it again and gets it.
Whoa, great feed.
She's doing a lot of work, Berger.
That's right, and that is so demoralising to the goalkeeper. That pass is almost undefendable when it's on. The only thing you can do in those positions is put the pressure over the actual feed. And again, same feed,
reverse. Different end.
Yes, exactly. It's almost like a game of goal shooters.
That's exactly what we're talking about there. Tara missed an easy shot, but gets her own rebound, so it doesn't matter that she missed it.
That's right.
Offensive boards would be huge for them.
Which was exactly like Caitlin Bassett. Got the rebound percentage for the Suncorp Super as a goal shooter, but when you're that tall, she could get the rebounds.
Speaking of Bassett, she has an unusual style, doesn't she? Doesn't bend the knee, just throws it almost like throwing darts.
Well, when you're only that close to the post, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Oh.
So.
Okay, good contest there. Umpire didn't pull anything up because they were both doing the same thing.
Tahara gets another one. So, what's the old saying, Max, you can't teach height?
No.
Coach height? So.
No.
Another Berger. Yeah. She's having some match. She's now at 29 out of 29.
And her percentage is
100% for the match.
And so is their goal attack, who's only had 1 from 1, but still.
The notes we get beforehand said, Berger is one of the best shooters, and she's standing up to form today.
Yep, she's living up to her reputation. And that's what the Wildcats need. They need the pressure of that pass to force a bad pass into the shooter. And beautiful vision there by Lisa Mai. Oh, wow, that was awesome. The defender got drawn out in that sucker play where the goal attack drove and left the court wide open, the circle wide open.
Margin is 2. We are enjoying this closeness of this game. Oh, a loose feed there. She's got it for a replay. That was Pugh. She had it and dropped it. So Wildcats with the ball.
And again, there's such good balance on the court with the QUT Wildcats. There's always a channel being covered.
Very well coached, clearly.
Yep, definitely.
Bairstow, brilliant there. We all thought it was going to go to Tahara, but it didn't. Unfortunately, misses the shot.
Great intercept there. Tip away, really. Danielle Taylor.
And Stridham's impressed me a lot in this game so far, Max.
Yes. I actually am quite impressed with her too. I haven't seen many of the Bond Sharks games, but she doesn't back out of anything, and just likewise, that's the difference. It's the defender that can challenge the ball but not back away.
And another goal there, this time to Bairstow. Just starting to pull away a little bit.
Great intercept there. That we saw in that replay.
Margin 3, that's the biggest lead the Wildcats have had in the actual game.
Yep. Way too close for comfort. Oh, great vision there by Danielle Taylor, reading that ball. She's such an unassuming player, Danielle Taylor.
They're the ones you love to have in your side.
Yes, yep. Never know when she's going to be there, and she just pops out when you need her. And an obstruction call is made.
Margin of 4, 36-32. They've scored the last 3 to open up the biggest lead of the game thus far. And the Sharks working the ball. It's not getting in there as easy as it was.
And yet it's really hard work and fitness, mental and physical fitness, to keep that defensive play going constantly. That's something the Wildcats are doing.
And that 6th goal for the quarter gives Berger her 30th for the match. And that's for only 30
play.
attempts.
And that was a beautiful transition there. Straight through, nice clean balls.
Sharks with it all to do. They're down by 4. Halfway through the 3rd championship quarter, as we call it.
So we've got both shooters out of the circle at the moment, and shooter's just gone back in. She's Nora Meese has just been pulled up there. As the shooter was off the court, the defender's not allowed to leave the court, and she just stepped backwards and put her foot over the line. Thus, she got the penalty given against her.
Close intercept there. Coles nearly got it. Of course, Peter Coles is the sister of Jason Coles, Queensland men's representative, and an Australian indoor player. So currently plays in our state sides, which go away every year at Easter.
And Wildcats have turned the ball again, so which is fabulous. Fabulous defence there. I think when Bond have the Wildcats standing still, they're much stronger than when the Wildcats come in fast and they can just keep the ball playing.
True. There's a big height difference between Tahara and Houston, who's currently on Tahara. She gives up, a fair amount of height. She's doing her best.
And goal. Yeah, if they can get the ball coming in slowly and shut down their options, I think Bond University have better averages in getting that ball. But when QUT Wildcats bring it in fast and precise, they don't seem to be as strong.
So the box zone not working well for the Sharks at the moment. And another goal makes a margin of 6. Biggest lead of the game to the Wildcats. They're starting to pull away with it. 40-34. We've got 5 to play in this 3rd quarter.
Oh dear.
That was close.
Just a second too late there by the Nora Meese coming out there for that ball. The idea was good, but timing was off. And, oops. Looks like Bairstow got a little...
Got the nudge there for Houston. This is a shot. Great boards again. This time it falls to Oxenford. Works with Coles and on the Stridum.
So now we have to...
Coles with the backup.
Bond need to just keep patient with the ball until they get it in, which they've done. They've opened up that court and then they found the side that wasn't heavily defended and brought it in safely.
Q gets her 2nd.
So Bond has scored the last 2 goals.
A bit of a run.
Yep, and they've got possession. So here we go again. Oops.
Berger copped one in the back there. From Taylor.
Well, I thought Taylor was beside and Berger came through. Be interesting to see a replay of that.
And goal yet to be scored. Berger gets it. And the margin back to 3.
And
just when you thought they led by 6, you thought it was over for the quarter.
Oh, beautiful feed.
Bull Sharks fight back.
So we've had a change with the QUT Wildcats. Got Halida Veve has gone to centre. Keisha Grant is has come off for a rest. And we've got Rachel, I've got to say it right, Fanana is being brought into wing defence.
Banana at wing defence.
And that little pop over the top gets us every time. Nice strong front cut there by Wildcats goal attack Stephanie Bairstow, and good fake to draw the defender with her to leave the shooter open. Beautiful.
It's a play we've seen a lot today. It continues to happen.
Textbook netball.
And netball being the winner today, Maxie.
Absolutely. And, great contest there by Halida Veve. She didn't get it, but she didn't back out, and that's what we want. So now the pressure in getting that ball into the circle. Oh, well done. Lenora Misa finally got another one, so that was great work. And
rapid transition.
Yep, that transition is just so smooth and fast.
Tahara gets another one. That's her 12th of the quarter. She's 12 from 13. And I recall the one she missed, she got the rebound. So effectively she's shooting 13 straight. So, 12 from 12 rather. She's currently at 92%.
And we've got the ball swung, and they didn't fall for that one. So goal attack ends up with possession, and she sunk it.
Bairstow doing well. Probably a wise change. Not to say that Laurie was doing anything wrong, but Bairstow has come out and really fired in this third quarter.
Yep, she's proven her worth, that's for sure. So great defence and recovery there by Danielle Taylor in goal defence. Challenged the ball and still got back quick enough to be able to give the 3 feet hands over.
So Pugh gets a third.
So now we get a penalty pass or shot. Must have had a contact that the umpire saw coming through there, and a beautiful goal.
Bairstow, 5 from 8 for the quarter.
Great pressure. There's not a lot of assertiveness in the Bonds drive there on that centre pass.
Oxford knocked out of play. She's on the side, gets up now.
That's
now with the ball.
Yep.
Circles moving. Berger now out. Both shooters out, which is
the
not ideal.
defence by Wildcats here again in that defence end is beautiful. That box and diamonds they're adjusting is lovely. You can just see the goal shooter from Bond giving the instruction, put it up high, put it up high. And that's the one that's so hard to beat. Big step in. Ooh, that's interesting.
It's taken a while to get it to this point. They've struggled a little bit on this possession. But I guess it doesn't matter as long as it goes in, and Berger maintains her 100% record. It's her 10th of the quarter, 34th for the match. She's 34 from 34. A long ball into Tahara.
And Cats
doesn't make any mistake, beats the buzzer.
And QUT Wildcats have won another quarter, 18-13.
So an 18-13 quarter makes it 46-40, the biggest margin of the match. 6 with 1 quarter to play. Maxine, can the Sharks eat their way into this lead and maybe grab the match at the death?
Playing the way they're playing, I think they're just holding their own. I think they need to bring something more to the game to step up and change, where I think that's the difference. QUT Wildcats are doing that. They're stepping up and not backing off.
We'll see what happens when we return after this very short break for the last quarter of the preliminary games in the HART Sapphire series. Welcome back to the State Netball Centre here at Nathan in Queensland. And my name is Dave Mills. We're commentating the very last quarter of the inaugural HART Sapphire series of netball. My name's Dave Mills. I'm joined in commentary by Maxine Holzberger. Maxine, we're watching the QUT Wildcats leading this match by 46-40 against the Bond University Bull Sharks. Margin of 6. It's been a pretty solid match thus far by both teams. Thoughts on it going into this last quarter, Maxine?
Well, I think the QUT Wildcats have got a good game plan and they're sticking to it, and they've got faith in it. And you can see that in their play style, where I think Bond are holding their own and so on, but I don't think they seem as assertive to the ball as the QUT Wildcats seem to be. No. So Bond are doing a great job, but I just think they need to step up one more step.
So if the Wildcats just hang on to the centre pass, that'll be enough, you think?
Yes, exactly. Yep, just keep as much possession as possible.
So 1-1 so far in this quarter. So, and there's been some changes. It looks like Burns has gone back to goal attack for the Bond team.
Yes.
And Gaffer has gone on at wing attack. So that's the original starting lineup with Oxford still at centre. So
and no changes to the QUT Wildcats.
And Berger is currently sitting on 35 out of 35 and has put in a sterling performance. So, of course, with the win in the second and the third quarters, the QUT Wildcats secured second place in the ladder max. Next week they take on the might of the Cougars. And how do you think that match will go?
Well, both teams are something to be reckoned with, that's for sure. Though I think it's anybody's game. Finals brings out something different in everybody, and it's just it's like a clean slate.
Battle of the super coaches, Paul Stewart up against Liz White. Liz White, probably one of our best all-time ever for Queensland.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, but Paula has an extensively impressive resume as well.
Absolutely.
So I agree. Battle of the super coaches.
So both of them have coached at the highest level for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Both had amazing success. So it'll be interesting to see how that game pans out next week, which we will be broadcasting live to Facebook.
So we've got Bond with a nice intercept there. The goalkeeper read that ball beautifully. So now Wildcats have to work hard collectively to win that back. And Bond need to just keep possession, basically. They just need to fight hard to save that possession. And this is my example of that moving shooter circle, even though it's turned around. When the shooters in Bond are stationary, they seem to be shooting better. But when they're being forced to move constantly, I find they find it hard to get the ball into the circle.
So you prefer a target?
I think they do. I think they do prefer a target. And the defenders are really making them move and work hard. Now we've got our goal attack given an opportunity, and she delivers.
Yeah, Burns, she played the first quarter, got replaced at midway through the second quarter, just towards the end, by Pugh. But yeah, she's performed well.
And got somebody on the floor.
Well, we're getting a towel. So, any ideas on the average age of these teams, Maxie? Like you're attached to the Wildcats, would the average age be, you reckon?
Well, definitely there is some youth and there's some experience. So I reckon the mean or the average age would be around that 24 mark.
24 and a bit?
Yep.
Cool.
If we, took it there. And to be honest, I actually think the Bond might be the same. They've got some young and some experience as well.
Some great talent coming through. We see Rosalie Jenke is in the crowd with
Jenny Brazel.
Jenny Brazel, the assistant coach of the Firebirds, looking at the future of Queensland netball. Of course, the Firebirds haven't signed everyone either, so they've got a few vacancies.
Great.
Berger.
Yes, good feed. That was good. Bond worked really hard to get that ball in there. That was a really good delivery. And it looks like we have a timeout called by Cougars.
They're not playing, so I'm assuming we mean Wildcats.
Oh, sorry, yeah. I did mean Wildcats, thank you.
No problems. So, well, a 6-2 run here, start of the last quarter to the Sharks has made the Wildcats get a little bit nervy, and they get their team together to reassess things. Berger, brilliant again. She's hit 5 from 5. And we just that makes her 40 for the match. 40 from 40. You'd have to be happy with that, wouldn't you? That's Junior Levy type statistics.
True. So that means their goal attacks have scored 6 goals.
Combined 6,
It'd
yes.
be interesting to know sorry, can you see so we've got 100% at the moment.
No, I don't have that stat, sorry.
Yeah, it's not updated.
It's
So
just quarter by quarter what we got in front of us. We'll have it at the end of the match. We'll have the shooting stats for everyone.
So there's a good conversation going on down there in both huddles. By the looks of Bond, they're looking very positive.
They certainly are. They're coming home with a wet sail.
Yep.
So
Coach is giving some good advice there, and they're talking it up.
seems like all good things for Bond go through Berger, yeah?
Looks like it. And we've got a swap again. We've got Annie Laurie coming on the goal attack with the QUT Wildcats. We've got Halida Veve back to wing defence and Keisha Grant back to centre. And, she got a tip to that ball, but didn't pick up the loose ball. Oxenford got that. And, yep, they're really looking for that lob to the back.
It's on now, but can't get there.
They keep swinging that ball around until they just turn the defender, and there's only so much the defender can do.
So the margin back to 1, 47-48, 7-2 run for the Sharks.
Yep, they're winning this quarter. So that's why they were positive in the huddle.
And a great save, initially by Coles, then by the keeper, I think it's Houston, and a brilliant effort that. And this is a chance for them to tie up the game.
So there we saw that Lenora Misa was about to come out and saw that it might not be on, so she came back and covered goal shooter and was able to get that ball. So that was great thinking.
Berger looking for the high one, didn't get it.
No.
So.
And that's just the smarts. And I know we mention it most weeks, but Lenora Misa played in the World Cup for Samoa. I'm not sure if you knew that,
but that.
Yeah, she had an outstanding competition. She knows what it's like to delete.
Did she get the most intercepts or something?
That's right.
Yeah. So
31.
Pretty impressive because they didn't play that many games because the team was eliminated early. So.
And you think, the goal shooter here, Siggy Berger, is tall, but that Sri Lankan goal shooter was 7 foot something.
Indeed.
So
and Burns misses. She'll get another chance through the throw-in. Wildcats couldn't pull it in, but
Cats
Berger again double team.
Need to stay focused here.
The momentum seems to be with the
Bond in this quarter.
University side. And there's another one. That's Berger's 4 millionth. So she's 42 from 42.
Oops, Cats have lost the ball. So Bond get another opportunity.
So Bond with
this is not what the QT Wildcats want.
Bond with the opportunity to tie it up. Berger's a long way from home, works away into the circle, needs the ball. Oxenford pulls it in.
And because she's not ready, they swing that ball.
Draws the contact, she'll probably want a towel.
Mm-hmm.
Berger brilliant. Don't forget Burns there, just cleared the circle beautifully.
And it was a great fake pass by Oxenford to
So we're all tied up. We've got 8:20 to play, 49 apiece, 9-3 run to the Bond University Shark. They are coming home well.
Great tip there by Danielle Taylor in goal defence. And now QT Wildcats need to play smart and patient. Get a handle over the quarter again.
It's funny how things change there. Tahara she was out of the circle on that one. I don't think she's gone that far all match. But when the pressure's on, all of a sudden she's moving around and just needs to do what she did to get the lead, and that was be a post and take a good quality shot.
And then we've got, that was good. That QT Wildcats got that centre pass from Bond. So now they'll catch up again.
So two in a row to Tahara makes the margin 51-49. It's a good game, this one.
Yep, this quarter's looking really good.
We had 2 blowouts today, so it's good to have a close one. I hope you're enjoying it at home. Don't forget, we're doing the finals next week, live to the Facebook page. Can drop us a line anytime you want.
That was great play by Oxenford. Really smart.
She's a smart player.
Yeah.
Guess you don't
Kept
play.
that ball in play.
You don't play Suncorp Super Netball if you don't know what you're doing.
That's for sure.
I'll tell you what, Berger wouldn't look out of place in a team. That's her.
Siggy Berger, doesn't she come from? Isn't she an international?
I thought she was South African.
Yes.
Yes, which means she probably can qualify for the Suncorp Super Netball. There's a lot of internationals in there.
And nice. Oh, gee. Nice pass there by Lisa Mai, but Alicia Tahara just couldn't quite keep the possession because the defender got a finger to it.
So, chance to tie it up again. Don't forget, the Bond Bull Sharks have never led. The very first goal went to the Wildcats, and they've led all the way.
But
so, sorry, I told a lie. They got the goal right before quarter time.
That's right.
I apologise. They did leave at quarter time 13-12. So they've never led by more than one.
And it's only 1 point in it now. So the Cats have something to prove here, and that's not it.
Oh, another turnover.
We're just starting to force a little bit, I think. It's almost like a bit of panic netball, do you think?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why. I mean,
no, they've just got to stay focused and play their own game.
Both teams have gone a bit scrappy right now. The last couple of minutes has been a little bit ordinary. So
both just forcing the ball through. That's it, just control.
So we've got the Firebirds coach here viewing the players, and we've got the Sunny Coast coach watching on the live stream. So someone must be a target. I'd recommend Berger. She's playing really well if you're listening. So,
I should have had that $10 bet with you. And nicely there by Annie Laurie in goal attack.
A long bomb.
Yes.
Couldn't take it. But
and Leisha Tahara finishes it off. Nice
margin
rebound.
back to 2. They just can't get their noses in front of the Bull Sharks. Oh,
and
Oxenford couldn't pull it in. Oh, it's around. It's got to be a replay. It is called. Straight into Berger. All of a sudden we're in let's play as fast as we can mode.
Still only 1 goal.
Margin of 1. Tell you what, people, make sure you get down here next week. There should be some brilliant netball play.
Oh, great footy pass there by Annie Laurie.
Laurie into Tahara.
She's getting contacted and swung that. That was awesome.
11-7 this quarter to the Bull Sharks.
Great pressure there by QUT Wildcats on that centre pass. Oxenford really had to look around to keep possession, not take a risk. And here she comes. She comes cut right through the middle of the court to open it up because there was no other options there. It's almost like she's the only one driving assertively to that ball for Bond.
Burns does well.
But
dishes
again,
it off. Berger.
That again, just got to get it there, and
that's goal 53 from 53 attempts.
And now that's the score's even.
Siggy Berger, no, the margin's still 1.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Okay.
The scoreboard's pretty quick.
Yes.
So margin's still 2. Wildcats through Tahara. Everything's going through Tahara at one end and Berger at the other.
And I really think, how exciting is this semi-finals and the final series going to be?
Well, these two teams could realistically meet in round week 2
that's
now.
Right. Preliminary final.
Preliminary final, yeah. Winner to go straight into the final.
And the way this is going, we couldn't put a bet on it. They're even.
And Burns misses, gets her own boards.
Oh dear.
So Misser couldn't pick it up. Burns misses again. This time it's...
and this is what pressure does.
It does. She's played very well. She moves the circle brilliantly. Berger probably needs to be taking these shots. So...
You know, they're fighting for that, like I said, that psychological, we're not backing down, we might be losing, but we're not going to give up.
And Berger gets another one. 54 straight.
So Wildcats need to settle and go back to playing their own game again.
3 to play.
And
we've got time. We've got a caution. Looks like it's on Coles, is it?
Yes, it does. Looks like it's a purposeful obstruction or contact of some form. It wasn't necessary.
It's always necessary, Max.
And now we have another one. The poor goalkeeper did her best to try and keep her balance.
So a big shot here for Tahara. Obstruction, probably not the ideal outcome. Made her get closer.
That's right.
She shoots well, but doesn't have a lot of range.
Still too close for comfort. 2 minutes to go, and there's only 2 goals in it. Even though it doesn't change the placings, it's, again, it just sets up an exciting final series. And Cougars had a bye today, so
Yeah, Cougars are
they'll be coming in there.
well rested.
That's right, into their semi-final off a fresh start.
Depends how they come off the bye. You know, some teams don't do that well, others do it really well. So
a bit like the Lightning in the Suncorp, you know, they had the week off where Swifts had to fight for it.
You'd be happy the Swifts, given you're a very good friend of Paige Hatchley's?
Absolutely. I was ecstatic. I think
it might have been. I think I heard you screaming through the TV.
I do support both teams, but Swifts have been my team for donkey's years. And
okay. Well, at 1:48, we've got a timeout. Looks like the Sharks have called a timeout. They're down by 1. What do you say with 1:48 to play, Maxie? You say,
I should have had that $10 bet.
Gamble responsibly, people. Community service. So, Wildcats, what are they going to do? They just need to score 2 more and they're done?
They just need to play their own game. Stay focused on their own game.
So it's their centre next. Coach has called a timeout from the Sharks, so she obviously wants full pressure on this one.
Definitely. I think she seems to be mainly speaking to the mid-court girls. So, you know, there's obviously something in there that the coach has picked up that she wants the mid-court to start doing. It'd be more possibly putting pressure over the feed into the circle.
Indeed. She's talking to Burns and Pugh. I wonder which one's coming out. Hands in.
Okay.
So Burns is the current goal attack. Pugh is wearing the goal attack bib. Looks like it's Burns. Pugh goes to sit down on the bench. So the Wildcats probably need 2 more to be safe.
So no changes made.
It's a high scorer, 55-54. It's been the game of the day after 2 earlier blowouts, with the Tigers getting the biscuits and then the Ipswich Jets.
So Cats have got the centre pass. Now they just need to play controlled.
That was a long pass in.
Yes. So that's what controlled was a really long, slow word. Great goal there by Annie Laurie.
Drains it.
And now the Bond
Pressure's
lost
on.
the possession. Great tip there by Annie Laurie.
You'd have to say if Wildcats score here, Maxie, it's a bridge too far. 1:16 to play. Their centre next, don't forget. The Wildcats will have it next.
I'm just one of those coaches, I can't take anything for granted right down to that last minute, but
Laurie hits the last 2, margin 3. Wildcats, minute to play.
And young Annie stepping up, showing her value.
Young Annie is going well.
Yes.
And the Sharks made it exciting. They've won this quarter 14-11 at the moment. Got it tied twice, but couldn't go on with it. 50 all and then 51 all, but they couldn't get over that.
Nice little pop over the top and goal. Wonderful.
So since they found their range with Tahara, the Wildcats look a lot more settled.
Yep. And, great intercept.
So the timeout definitely hasn't worked. Haven't scored since it.
Oops. Oh dear. Oh dear.
So 20 seconds to play, Maxie. Your thoughts on the best players?
Oh.
Okay, good thoughts.
Yeah. I just can see the workload of every player. So, yes, we've commented a lot about the shooters and putting the big long ball or the high ball in, but honestly, that workload of the mid-court and getting the defenders shutting each one down, I think Halida Vave was outstanding, and same with Oxenford.
Excellent.
Bond was outstanding.
So 15-12 quarter to the Sharks is not enough. They lose the game by 3, 58-55. That is the conclusion of the preliminary rounds leading into finals. What that means is that the Wildcats finish second, so they'll play the Cougars next week. The winner of that will go straight through to the final. And the third v4, the knockout game, will be between the Bull Sharks that we just saw and, of course, the Ipswich Jets that we saw earlier today. So that will be an awesome 2 games of netball that we'll be broadcasting live to the Facebook page from next weekend. Brilliant effort by Berger there. Oh, there you go. There's the ladder. So the Cougars finish on top with 206. Wildcats with that victory go to 187. The Jets with their big win today go to 175. The Bond University Bull Sharks finish at 148. And the Tigers, surprisingly, just out of the equation there. And they are 140. Yeah, they missed by 8 points. But if you look at that, the Tigers scored 651 goals, which is, you know,
pretty
more
impressive
than the Bull Sharks. Yeah. Just obviously didn't win enough quarters at the right times, and they miss out by a little bit. And that's the top 4 there. So next week, Cougars versus Wildcats, Jets versus Sharks. Now, Maxie, back to this game. Brilliant performance by Berger. She got her stats there. Apparently 100%. She hit 47 out of 47. Nice, actually slightly wrong. 47 out of 47 for the match, and 8 out of 12 for the goal attacks. That gives them their 55. Alicia Tihara hit 38 out of 43 at 88%. Yes. Very high stats for both. And the combined GAs hit 20 out of 28 for 71%. Max, the quality of the shooting was there. The turnovers, what do you read from that, those figures?
As I said, I think both teams worked so hard outside the circle as well. So neither team, I feel, really stood out more than the other visually, but in stats you can see Cats did.
So they both had the same turnovers, 26 each.
That's right, but Cats capitalised.
Yeah, they converted 88% of theirs to 58%. That's a big difference.
It is a big difference, and that's the difference of the game, really.
And that
because of how close it is.
Crossed out the shooting benefit that the Bull Sharks had. So, well, a very entertaining game, Max. Great to have you in the commentary box. Great to get your insight, being coach of the Wildcats second side, which is very impressive. Assistant coach, a coach. All the same. That's our results for today. Just recapping. Tigers 73-20 over Rays. Jets 64-35 over the Thunder. And the Bull Sharks, unfortunately, couldn't get the job done. They lost by 3 to the QUT Wildcats. Meaning next week, it's going to be great. We're going to 1v2, and that will be the Cougars versus the Wildcats. 3v4 is the Bull Sharks versus the Ipswich Jets. My name's Dave Mills. We're signing off now. We'll be back next week. Make sure you're watching us live on the Facebook page. Maxine, thank you for your commentary.
Thank you.
Bye for now.